Here we go. Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, Carrie.
Hi, Michelle.
How's everybody tonight? Oh my gosh. As you're jumping on, comment live if you're watching live, comment replay if you are watching the replay. I know it often takes a second. Oh, in fact, let's share out the link. Where do we have to share this link?
Oh,
we need to share the link out into our party
places.
Group, into our VIP groups. Go ahead, everybody. In fact, as you're watching, why don't you click the share button? Somebody needs this information that you know. So go ahead and click the share button and help us change somebody's life. So, all right, everybody. We are all set. So welcome on, everyone. My name is Michelle Zito. I am a company VP with Park Lane Jewelry. I am so super excited to be here with Carrie Henze, who is an area leader on our team and a top performer in all of Park Lane. In her less than 1 year of business here, I'm here 11 years, and just such a great example of our team. Our team is coast to coast, north to south. It's comprised of people who started with absolutely no sales experience at all, like Carrie, people who came to Park Lane with a bunch of sales experience, like me, and everywhere in between. So whatever you fit into, in fact, let us know. Do you have no experience at all? Do you have some sales experience? Have you sold something else? Have you been a leader in another company? Let us know, because we have all of that on our team and more, and can certainly help you be successful here. So Carrie, at this time last year, Carrie was still a customer. She was a customer and Carrie does happen to be a direct recruit of mine. So we live in the same neighborhood. So this is the only version. We do these on every Monday night to share business information with everyone. And this is the only one where I get to talk with somebody who lives like walking distance of my house. Usually we're across the country, we're north, we're south. But a year ago today, Carrie was still my customer. And a couple of weeks from now, a year ago, she attended yet another party and then decided to book a party. And off we went from there. So Carrie, why don't you tell everybody that progression of, okay, so you decided to host a party so that you could get lots of free jewelry. And it was right after Christmas when your party was.
Yes.
So where were you at that point in your life, and tell them the rest?
So I was at a point in my life then that I was on a really big crossroads. I was really looking for something. I had recently, or within the last year, had to retire from my job because my husband and I split our time between 2 states. So we live in New York most of the year, but we spend the winter in Florida. I worked at a school, had a job that I loved with people that I loved, but you can't take a school job half the year. They don't really love it when you say, hey, I'm out for the winter months, but I'll be back, like right around graduation. So as hard as it was, I had to walk away from that. And it was really something I loved. I had been there 13 years. My kids had gone to this school. I had gone to school there. It was really a part of like who I was. Yeah. So walking away was really, really hard. So here I am a year later, still no idea what I'm going to do. And I have spent a year searching, a little bit of soul searching and a little bit of what am I going to possibly do where I can do it from anywhere, but I'm not going to pick just any job. I needed something that gave me something that I felt good about and something that I enjoyed doing, but something that was kind of making a difference, because that was what I was missing. So I know it sounds crazy to say that this is where my path led me. And I will tell you, a year ago, if you said to me like, oh, you should be selling jewelry, I'd be like, okay, I love the jewelry, but what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about. So it's really funny how things just kind of unfold. And that's kind of what happened for me. I had this a little bit, being a part of Michelle's customer, I had this like kind of aha moment at one point and thought, I don't know, like maybe that would be something that looks like I can do it in both places. Like, it seems like it's flexible. I wasn't really sure. So I booked this party with Michelle. And I was really still on the fence, and I really hadn't told anybody what I was thinking, but it was like in the back of my head, but I kept ignoring the voice that was telling me like, why are you just not doing this? So I had this fantastic party that Michelle did with me. And when at the party's end, I knew I was going to get all this fantastic free jewelry. But then Michelle told me what the paycheck was going to be on the party. Mind you, for a party I didn't do, that I was getting this fantastic paycheck, plus I was getting the free jewelry. And then I realized, like, why am I not saying yes? What is the worst that can happen? Like, I need something. I need something that makes me feel like it's my thing, something that I'm doing. I needed a job that replaced the job that I lost, but something that I could do from anywhere. And this ended up being the perfect fit. And I would have never been able to tell you that until I tried it. But it really is like the absolute perfect place for me. And I have loved every second of being here. So my trajectory was very strange from where I started to where I got, something I had no experience doing. But here I am.
Isn't that amazing that somebody could just, transition from customer to hostess to top seller in a matter of weeks and then months, Carrie really came out of the gate like strong with her business too, because from her party, a whole bunch of supportive friends attended her show and made purchases. Several of them booked parties as well. And she left to Florida like right after the party, pretty much.
Yeah.
So her first show that she did on her own on a Facebook Live, just like we're doing right now, was after she got to Florida. And she did it, from her room that she does her jewelry business from in Florida. And what's the difference? Whether you're here, whether you're there, like the parties are the same, no matter where you're doing them from. And in the 3 months that she was in Florida, she proceeded to earn the incentive trip to Cancun that we were working on at the time. So right at the beginning of her business, earned a free vacation, one of the biggest perks that we have here at Park Lane, along with thousands of dollars worth of jewelry, thousands of dollars worth of commission, and promoted twice in those couple of months as well, is about to promote again come the new year. Like just a lot of success coming right out of the gate with no sales experience at all. So for those of you watching that are like, wow, I can't even believe what I just heard, just please know that any of what you just heard can apply to you as well.
Yes.
Now, when I came here, I was from 14 years of experience at another company, and Park Lane called me and asked if I would like to learn about our programs here. And at the time, I really wasn't necessarily looking to make any kind of change of company or business or anything. I was, though, I was having some discontent, but nobody really knew that. Like, I wasn't really telling anybody that. I just was thinking about it. And I don't know, the mental telepathy seemed to have reached Park Lane. But they asked if I would like to come on an interview to hear more about the programs here. And at first I declined, but then upon thinking further about it, I was like, if I was in any other industry and someone called and said, hey, we might have something here that's better, of course you'd go on the interview. What kind of business person just says, no, I don't want to know what else is out there? So I then decided that I would go on the interview. And when I went on this interview, I couldn't believe everything that I was hearing between the customer program, the hostess program, and then as a result of those two, the stylist programs, including, of course, the compensation. I said, oh my, this is like much better than what I had. So, a big part of our business is, of course, the selling, but the bigger part as you grow in the business is recruiting and training a team. And if I'm going to recruit another woman into a business, if I'm going to encourage somebody to do the same business I'm doing, I have to know that I'm offering the best of what's out there, right? If I'm going to talk to a busy mom who is going from field to field or doing activities, or now, of course, our kids are older, but at the time, my kids were still school age, that this was going on. I can't have somebody join a business when I know full well something better is out there. So after doing that interview, I kind of felt like I almost had to change, because to stay was going to be a disservice to me, but also to everybody that I continued to work with. So I did end up making the change with our direct appoint program, if you have experience in building and training a team, then you can be eligible for leadership here. And that's exactly what happened. So because I had been an executive level at my other company, I came here as a sales vice president and immediately was given all of those perks. So instead of at the starting 30% commission, I started at 45 to 50% commission. Instead of the starting override on team members, I started at 15% on team members. Like, it was significantly more because of the experience, which makes complete sense to everyone on earth except direct sellers. Because typically, if you leave your direct sales company and go to another direct sales company, you have to start at the beginning, which the president of any bank would be like, why? If I work for Chase and then was recruited by TD Bank, is that still a bank? It was recruited by TD Bank to be the president there. I don't have to restart as a teller. Right. So why does this industry seem to think that's not normal? I don't know, but Park Lane also thinks that's not normal, thankfully. So that's how I ended up coming here as a sales VP and then have since promoted to company VP. And again, I get to coach everybody from brand new up through super experienced into the skills here to build successful businesses. And thankfully for me, and I suppose for Carrie, she is one of them. So, if you've ever been on one of these chats on a different Monday night, you've seen other faces, other levels of experience, other places around the country. So what did I hear on that interview? And what did I share with Carrie when I explained to her how she could keep the paycheck on the party if she wanted to try this business? That's really what we want to share with you now so that you can hear about the programs that we have as well. Because Carrie is a super top seller, not just on our team, but in all of Park Lane, which is a worldwide company. She was recognized as the top 20 in sales in the entire worldwide company, Park Lane, at our last convention. I'll let Carrie explain the actual sale. So our sale is something that customers love. Carrie, why don't you tell them that?
Because our sale is mind-blowing. So anyway, how it really works is what we get to share with our customers is that you're only ever paying full price for your 2 least expensive items. After that, you get to look at the catalog of jewelry and say, oh, I'm going to pick these 4 and they're all going to be 50% off. Where do you get to do that? Nowhere. I can't walk into a department store and say, I'll take these 2 pairs of socks and I'm going to have that Gucci pocketbook over there for half price. Thank you very much. Oh, and then at Park Lane, when I've spent $90, I can get a bonus item, which is anything in the catalog, the most expensive thing. And I can say, oh, I want it to be $35 today. And the fact that we can do that and share that sale with our customers every day is amazing. Every person I know that even knows about the sale still can't wrap their head around the fact that this is a real sale. All the time. Like, it doesn't end tonight. It doesn't end in 2 hours. It doesn't end by, Flash Friday or whatever the fun names is that we call sales. It's all the time, every day.
And it's so true that people don't really almost believe it, even as many times as they've taken advantage of it, because Carrie was a customer many, many times. And I have tons of customers that have shopped with me numerous times over the years. And very often we're explaining the sale from scratch because they feel that, oh, that must have been a one-time thing. And then they're like, right. Oh, wait, I still get to do that? I get to still do those bonuses? Oh, great. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, when I went on my interview and heard that explained to me, I was thrilled because if you're going to be in sales, you need to know that what you're selling is something that people want to purchase, which, of course, jewelry is a beloved product, right? It is something that has been around. There's jewelry in King Tut's tomb. It's 2025. There's jewelry on people today. And it's something that everyone purchases, whether it's for themselves because they love to wear jewelry, or they have a special occasion that they need to wear jewelry, or they're buying it as a gift.
Mm.
So I knew that the product was something that people shop for, but it needed to be some like quality jewelry that is going to last. It needs to be at a price point that people are going to be comfortable shopping. And the sale is what does that, right? The sale is what makes every piece suddenly a way different price than what it looked like on the website or what it looked like in the catalog. And now the savings on those pieces are incredible, which makes women happy.
Right.
So I knew right away when I heard that meant that not only would women want to shop for it, but that they would also want to have the party. Because in direct sales world, one of the best benefits is that when you have a party plan like this, women want to get their friends together, whether it's on a Facebook Live party on Facebook like we're doing here, whether it is having friends come together even on a TikTok or something, or if they want to do it on Zoom, or if they want to do it the good old-fashioned way and have it in their home. I did the last 2 weekends in a row. I've had weekend brunch parties, just 11 in the morning, bagels, mimosas, and jewelry shopping. So any of these things are a way that women love to get their friends together, because then the company rewards that hostess with free and discounted jewelry. And that's exactly what Carrie experienced. And, you know, put the word hostess in the comments if you have hosted a party and gotten that complimentary shopping spree. You get free, you get discounts that you can, you're entitled to take advantage of. And that's how then we get to meet so many new people. Because sometimes people will say to me, like, how have you been doing this for 25 years, right? Because I guess they think that just my friends and family are constantly shopping with me. Could you imagine what a terrible friend and family member I would be if every time you were around me, you were expected to make a jewelry purchase? I wouldn't be invited to holidays. Nobody would come to my house. Like, no, that would be ridiculous. If I sent a Christmas card to every one of my customers for 25 years, that would be, I don't even know how many thousands and thousands of cards. That's crazy. Yeah. Every show we meet new people who also want to shop the jewelry. Some of them want to have a show, and then we meet more people and more people and more people. Right? What was that old commercial? And she tells
and so on and so on.
And of course, many of those customers then stay on board with us, right? Like pretty much all of us as stylists have a Facebook group where all of our customers live and have fun and do further events with us. So I have some people that have been shopping with me since my previous company, that they even came from the former company to here, which was not jewelry, by the way, and have been shopping with me for 20 plus years. And then I have brand new customers that I just met yesterday at my party. Right. Same for you, Carrie. You have people that have been shopping with you since January, and people that have been shopping with you since yesterday, right?
Right. And some people I've never met in person.
Right. I have tons of customers I've never met in person.
But you don't realize that until this is what you start to do. Like there's a broad base of people that you constantly come in contact with. So there's always new people you're meeting.
And then, of course, that's where the compensation plan comes in. Because if we didn't have a quality product that people wanted to shop for, backed by the way, a family-owned and operated company, like Park Lane's been around for 70 years. Yeah. And it's the same family still running it. So the original owners have now passed away. But we were on second generation for 20 years before. Of ownership, really, or at least 15 before that happened. So the three sons that own Park Lane today have been in charge of the company for 15, 20 years at this point. And their young adult children, or I guess they're like millennials, are in, running departments at Park Lane now as well. Then some of them have children. There are other siblings that are there working at Park Lane. So this is their family legacy company. They've been offered to be purchased countless times over 70 years. And every single time their answer is, we are not for sale. So because it's their heartfelt family legacy company that is not for sale, that they love Party Plan, they love the Hostess program, they are genuinely horrified every time they see another company take things away from their people. We've seen, Carrie's only been here a year, and you've seen a few companies close over your time here.
Yes.
And you've heard what other companies do, right? Oh, they took away their hostess program. They expect the people to pay for all of that. Like when my hostess, I closed a party the other day that she received $500 worth of jewelry credit. I didn't pay for that.
Right.
Park Lane sends her that jewelry. They are paying for that. Because when a woman loves to shop, gets a good deal, likes all the pieces, she tells her friends about it, hosts party. That's the hostess program. And then that's why our pay can be so great. Because Park Lane has only been taking, when they were building this company, Shirley, the original founder, told the sons, you can only keep, and it's a pretty small percentage as profit. That way they can pay for all of the various programs and continue to grow the company. So that now they've reinvested that money so many times. We have unbelievable buying power, which is why we can do a great price, the great prices on the jewelry, the amazing sale, and why we can earn free jewelry every month. Carrie, I know a big concern of all new stylists is, do I have to buy all of that jewelry? Like you're looking right behind me, everybody, and you're like, you have to buy all that. And when you were brand new and still now, what do you find?
No, you do not. Because Park Lane is so generous. You can earn up to $1,100 in free jewelry every single month, not just once, every month. And once you do that, you are quickly realizing how much jewelry you are acquiring without spending any money. And it's amazing because you're benefiting from these fantastic programs that they have for you. And you don't have to worry about laying out your own money, because how are you going to make money if you're constantly buying a product?
Right. And that happens, unfortunately, to so many people in direct sales where they have a bad experience because they just felt like they were their own best customer, or they were on some sort of like constant large ticket auto ship where every single month, hundreds of dollars worth of stuff was getting dropped off at the house that you had to pay for. There's no need to be our own best customer because we're earning free jewelry every month. We have an amazing program to offer so that your money, when you get paid your commission weekly, by the way, and your overrides weekly, that's like what you use to pay your bills, which is why you start the business in the first place.
Right.
I don't want to be my own best customer. I don't want to be spending my hard-earned money on jewelry. I have tuition to pay. Like, what are you guys all paying, right? When I started this, again, I told you at the beginning, I needed $600 a month to pay the Cobra. If I didn't have $600 a month to pay the Cobra, I was going to have to go back to work. And I just simply did not want to do that. And that was true all those years. If at any point, because of course it was like, okay, well, if you make this amount, you could also pay for this. If then I got switched into, why don't you pay the mortgage? And like, okay, so what if at any point, that stopped happening, I was going to have to go back to regular work. And now I'm ruined from doing that. I don't want to go have a boss and like be told when I can eat and go to the bathroom and everything. Like we're living the good life now. We're our own boss. You do your own thing. We're independent contractors. So if you need that flexibility, because that was Carrie's point right at the beginning. She needed the flexibility to work in New York, to work in Florida, to work wherever she wants. She actually has, college age kids. So all of a sudden I see she's in Tennessee. She's all over. And that's kind of what we all do. So for the different stages of life, Jen is doing mini shows while she's waiting for her daughter to come out of gymnastics. And, Beth is doing shows in Indiana when she makes trips to take care of her dad. And like everybody here is at different stages of life, but needing the money for the bills. And what are the bills? I mean, is it that you haven't been on a vacation in a long time? Do you need new furniture? Is it a car payment? Is it tuition? Lord, have I been hemorrhaging tuition for 20 plus years. Home improvements, moving from an apartment to a house. Like, what is it? Whatever it is, you tell us the number, because that was the thing. Like, I knew I needed $600. So because I was told how to make $600, which in my case, it was do 3 parties a month. You tell us the number, we'll tell you what it's going to take to get there. And that's how we help you. And if you're wondering, like, wait, I'm in a group, but how do I know what to say? How do I know what to post? Do I have to make graphics now and stuff? Carrie, why don't you tell them about the resources?
No, you don't. Everything is here for you, which was the other thing that I was scared about because I have no experience. I've been watching a group for years and I'm thinking, but all those pictures are so pretty. Who takes the pictures of the jewelry? How does it make it look like that? How do you post this? How do you, all of the questions that you wonder. And then you realize that the resources here are incredible. There's an entire system put in place to help you succeed. And all of that is shared with you immediately once you said yes. And all of that is accessible to you. And your leader is there to make sure that you understand how to use it all and implement it all. And they're there to support you along the way all of the time. Like their job is to help you succeed. And that's what we want. We want each person who says yes to succeed in whatever way they need to, whatever their, like Michelle said, whatever their magic number is for the month, whatever it is. And the resources here enable you to do that very easily.
Yeah. So that's the thing. I mean, if you're liking what you're hearing and you're saying, you know what, maybe I should just give this a try, then you're about to get a survey in the comments. And we would love for you to complete that survey. Ask any additional questions that we either didn't see here in the comments, we missed it, or you just didn't ask it or whatever. Put it in on the survey. But here's the thing. To start, it's $129. For that, you receive $500 worth of jewelry and get your website up and running immediately for a whole entire year. We do a party to launch you into the business, just like Carrie spoke about at the beginning. You get the free jewelry on that party. You also get to keep the paycheck on that party. You keep all the bookings. Everything that comes out of that party belongs to you to get your business started. Right. And you are up and running and trying it. And then, if it works like it works for Carrie and works for all of us, then you started a business. If you do it for a while and you're like, I don't know what I was thinking, this is not for me, I do not like this, then you just tell the person that started you, hey, listen, this was fun. I'm glad I made some money. I earned a bunch of jewelry, but this is not for me. Then you just go back to being a customer.
Right.
No harm, no foul. You're never losing money. Nothing bad is coming out of this ever. It's the holidays. People are going to be shopping for jewelry with or without you. Why not let it be with you? Make that money.
Right.
Right? You'll have access to jewelry to give as gifts.
Yeah.
You'll be making money on all of those things. All of that shopping that's taking place.
So all you need is a little of it. Just get a little bit. Try it out.
Get some of that money for the holiday.
Get some of it for you.
Right?
I mean, like Michelle said, you don't have anything to lose. At the very least, in 3 months, if you're like, okay, no way, you still have all the jewelry.
Right.
And you got some extra money along the way to get you through the holidays. Like, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and if you're thinking, well, maybe then still book the party. Put on the survey that you want a decider party, because if you want your kit now, you could order it tonight. Order the jewelry. Your website would be up and running like right now. But if you'd rather do the party first, see how that goes, and then get your kit, then that's just a decider party. Put that on your survey. Because once you complete the survey, you're going to be entered into this week's prize, which is our gorgeous Serena bracelets. This is one of our most beloved bracelets. It's actually been in the collection for as long as I've been here. That's how beloved this bracelet is. This is the rose gold one. It comes in gold and comes in hematite too. But just an absolutely stunning piece that fits. It's a stretch. It's amazing. And as soon as you complete the survey, you're entered to win. So
it's a pretty good deal.
It really is.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone so much for taking time out of your busy schedules, especially at the holiday time, to check this out tonight, whether you're live or replay. We're so glad you're here. Whether you're live or replay, fill out that survey so that you can get in on this giveaway. And any additional questions that you have, you may also put on the survey, because we, of course, are following up with you to see what it is that we can do for you, how we can help you. And I certainly hope to see tons of you either at least having a show or joining our team over these next couple of days and weeks, because you have nothing to lose and every possible thing that you can gain, even if it's to learn if this is for you or not.
Right. You'll never know unless you try.
Right? Get off the fence. It's super uncomfortable.
Get off the fence, right? There's no comfort up on that fence.
Carrie, thank you so much. I always appreciate when you are willing to share, because
my pleasure.
You're just amazing.
Thanks, Michelle. Thanks. I love being here tonight. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.